Dear viewers, welcome to Tell It As It Is TV. We'll be bringing you ancient and modern true life stories with graphic images.
Please note that characters and some environs are fictional.
Do you remember the story of Ajumbo the fisherman who received spiritual aids and blessings from a mermaid named Asama? This is the continuation of the story. We will attach the link of the first part of the story on the description section for catch-ups. So let's begin. Ekema's aim was to swim till she get tired and get drowned, unknowingly to her that it was a mission that would determine her fate and her destiny. When she swam deep to the center of the river and got tired of swimming, she let go as she started sinking into the depth of the river. The river goddess saved her and carried her to an isolated part of the river. When she regained conscious, she wasn't afraid. She just wanted to die, so she saw a beautiful woman standing over her with charming smiles as she opens her eyes. "You are not dead," the goddess said to her. "I am not dead? Then where am I?" she asked. "In my clan, I am a goddess, the sacred mermaid of this river." "So you are a spirit?" Huma asked as the mermaid nodded her head. "Then how am I communicating with a spirit if I am not dead?" "Do not be afraid." "I am not afraid. I am as good as dead. I have no reasons to live." "Please take my life. I plead to you, great goddess, the sacred mermaid of Suicidal." "It is not yet your time to leave the earth, Ekema." Ajumbo's mother is surprised. "You know my name?" "Yes, and I know your story. Your teardrops reached us down beneath the depth of the river and melted our souls, as much as your cry and wailing touched our hearts. And I will wipe those tears and you will smile again. Be rest assured that that which you desire will be accomplished. But there is a price to pay. Whatever it is, great goddess, I am ready and willing to do your biddings." The mermaid laughed hysterically and continued. "A seed you seek, a seed you shall receive, and it must be a he, and he must marry my unborn princess in my womb, my Asama. If you accept, I will wipe your tears, and you shall smile. He will be promising and productive. He will succeed, and he will be envied among his peers. But no human alive can be able to harm him. Just say yes, and your life will change for better and forever." "Yes, I accept." "Then receive." The goddess places her right hand on Ekema's stomach and prayed for her. "It is done. Go. In 9 months, there will be a cry of a baby, and your husband, Ichu, will throw a one-in-a-lifetime feast that will be on the lips of your kind for a very long time. As the son which you will bear will bring fortune and favor to your husband's home and your household. And the story of his life will be told from generation to generation as a myth and a legend." She dived into the river. Ekema was fulfilled, filled with strength, as she swam across River Suicidal to the shore. When she got home that evening, she took a hot bath and went straight to bed without speaking to no one. After 9 months, the goddess prophecy came to pass. Ajumbo was bettered and a feast was held. The village and neighboring villages were invited. They all ate, drank, and merry. When Ekema was done narrating her story, Ajumbo then confessed to his mother the conflict he encountered with a certain mermaid called Asama. Ekema was astonished. That was exactly what she called her. It's been over 2 decades now, but I can never forget. Ajumbo, my son, mother, that is your wife. It has been ordained. Ajumbo was touched by her mother's ordeal. Then he was courageous and determined to be successful in life in order to make his dear mother proud. Desperate and humbled, Ajumbo returned to the river the following evening. The moonlight reflected off the calm waters as he called out, "Asama, the beautiful princess of the river, if you can hear me, I believe you now. Please forgive my doubts and help me once more." The water rippled and Asama emerged, her face softening at his plea. "Ajumbo, your humility and sincerity have touched me. I forgive you." With a wave of her hand, the river sparkled, and Ajumbo felt a renewed sense of hope. The next day, his nets were full again, more than ever before, and the day after. It continued that way for the rest of the month. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Ajumbo continued to honor Asama, and his fishing business blossomed and flourished. Ajumbo and Ekema suddenly became Ichioku's favorite as the co-wives and their children started hating on them. But there was nothing they could do about it, as the mother and son are protected by the powers of the river. However, envy and jealousy began to fester among Ajumbo's fellow fishermen. Unable to understand the secret behind his renewed success, they grew suspicious and resentful. They approached him severally for him to tell them the secrets of his enormous skills, of which he doesn't know what to tell them or how to help them. One night, a group of them approached Ajumbo under the guise of friendship. "Ajumbo," said one of them, "we know you are hiding something. Share with us the secret of your success or face the consequences." Ajumbo, bound by his promise to Asama and knowing the truth would be hard to believe, refused. "There is no secret to reveal. Please, trust that I have worked hard and been blessed." Infuriated, the fishermen decided to take matters into their own hands. They seized Ajumbo and dragged him to the river, intending to drown him and force his secret out of him. As they struggled by the water's edge, the river suddenly shone violently. Asama emerged, her eyes blazing with anger. "Release him at once," she commanded, her voice echoing with the power of the river. The fishermen, terrified by the sight of the mermaid, and let go of Ajumbo. Asama's presence and the fury of the river cowed them into submission as they took to their heels, screaming in fear and begging for forgiveness. "Are you hurt?" she asked, concern lacing her voice. "No, all thanks to you," Ajumbo replied, his gratitude and admiration for Asama deepening. At the same time, Ajumbo was anxious, wondering what would become of him if Wes gets out to the villagers about what just transpired. The only people that knew about mermaids is himself and his dear mother, Ekema. Now, some of his friends have seen the mermaids too. Let them be, for their mouths can never tell what their eyes just behold. Asama's beautiful voice echoes. He commanded Ajumbo to come with her, and so they swam to the isolated island where the goddess took Ekema 2.5 decades ago. They played and had beautiful moments. It was quite adventurous for Ajumbo, as Asama taught him how to hold his breath and last longer inside the water. When Ajumbo's friends got home, they couldn't speak as they had suddenly become deaf and dumb. The chief priest was consulted, and he revealed that they offended the water goddess, and so their condition have to remain so for the rest of their lives. As time passed, Ajumbo and Asama grew closer. They spent evenings by the river, sharing stories and dreams. Their bond deepened, and one day, Ajumbo asked Asama to marry him. "Will you, Asama, become my wife and share my life on land?" he asked, his eyes filled with love. Asama smiled, tears of joy glistening in her eyes. "Yes, Ajumbo, I will, if only you will also share my life on water." And so they had an agreement, and with the blessing of the river and the village, Ajumbo and Asama were married. Despite the difference within their words, their union was celebrated with a grand feast, and the villagers marveled at the sight of mermaids and the enchantment that now surrounded their humble village. Half human and half fish, radiating an otherworldly beauty. From that day forward, the fishermen left Ajumbo in peace, and the village slowly began to understand the mystical connection between Ajumbo and the river. In time, Asama bore a child, a beautiful baby girl named Huma, meaning beauty. A beautiful baby with the grace of a mermaid and the strength of a human. Huma was extraordinary. With her mother's flowing hair and sparkling eyes, but with a unique twist, she had shimmering scales on her legs, which could transform into a fish tail in the water, and sparkling eyes that held in the secrets of the deep river. Huma's birth was a miraculous event, symbolizing the union of the land and the sea. As Huma grew, it became clear that she possessed the gift of both her parents. She could breathe underwater and swim with the grace of a mermaid, yet she also thrived on land, her tail transforming into legs whenever she wished to walk among the villagers. Huma's presence brought even more prosperity and peace to the village. She became a symbol of unity and harmony, bridging the gap between two worlds. The villagers, who once whispered in wonder about Ajumbo's good fortune, now revered his family, understanding the magic and blessing that had been bestowed upon them. The birth of Huma also brought forgiveness to the land, as the water spirits forgave those fishermen who wanted to kill Ajumbo in the river. They regained their speech, and their ears were also open, and so they ran to Ajumbo and Asama for forgiveness, presenting gifts and cowries. Ajumbo and Asama taught Huma to honor both her heritage of the river and the ways of the land. Together, they fostered a deeper understanding and respect between the villagers and the mysterious magical world beneath the water. And so Ajumbo, Asama, and their daughter Huma lived a life filled with love, prosperity, and unity. Their story became a legend, a tale of love, respect, and mystical connection between humans and natural world, passed down through generations. Their half-mermaid child grew up bridging the gap between the land and the sea, embodying the harmony that can coexist when different realms come together in understanding and love.
Here ends our today's story. Moral lessons. 1. Humility and gratitude. A Jumbu's humility and gratitude towards the blessings he received from the river and Asama are central to his success. Recognizing and appreciating the sources of one's good fortune is important. 2. Respect for nature. The story highlights the importance of respecting nature and its mystical elements. Asama's blessings and protection emphasizes the interconnectedness between humans and the natural world. 3. Consequences of envy and jealousy. The jealousy and envy of a Jumbu's fellow fishermen lead them to commit a harmful act. This demonstrates how negative emotions can drive people to make poor decisions and harm others. 4. Power of belief. A Jumbu's initial skepticism and subsequent belief in Asama's existence and power show the importance of faith and belief in things beyond the immediate visible world. 5. Unity and harmony. The marriage between a Jumbu and Asama, and the birth of their daughter Huma, symbolize the unity between different worlds, land and sea. This teaches the value of embracing and respecting differences to create harmony. 6. Forgiveness and redemption. A Jumbu and Asama's forgiveness of the fisherman who wanted to drown a Jumbu in the river underscores the power of forgiveness and the possibility of redemption. It's a reminder that sincere repentance and humility can mend relationships and restore peace. 7. Courage and protection. Asama's intervention to save a Jumbu from harm highlights the importance of courage and the protective power of love. It shows that true love goes beyond ordinary bounds to safeguard those who are cherished. These lessons collectively emphasize values such as humility, respect, belief, unity, forgiveness, and the protective power of love, offering a rich tapestry of moral guidance for readers. Please subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share. And see you in our next video.